Something about that isn't right. I guess it is right. I don't know. This is a good time. All right. Hey Ryan, what's going on, man? I'm trying to adjust the camera so it's. I got the popo across the street. Now those are just garbage cans. All right. Let's try and adjust this so it's gonna be good for viewing. Is that too much of the car in the way of the screen? Wow, that's 4 people already. All right, hopefully it doesn't kick. I'm gonna leave my Wi-Fi. I am live. It's not I'm not going anywhere, so let's see what's going on with I gotta thread a needle here. So hopefully I can get out here. You guys will see in a second. Right, there we go. You might have to try and refresh. If anyone else has a frozen, sorry, give me a sec here as I make sure I don't crash into one car or the other next to me. Okay. It might pause for a second as I leave my own Wi-Fi. No, I am aware of your presence, Zach. I'm trying not to crash. Give me a second to get down the street here. I'm trying not to crash into a cop car. Should ask them what's going on. This is an Airbnb right here across the street from the house. Let's see. I don't even have my PS4 hooked up, but I don't have on. Okay. Oh yeah, so Florida real estate is way overpriced right now. You're hitting the top of the market with bad purchasing. As far as like there's just you have interest rates rising, you have inventory rising, and prices are still rising. So this thing seems to want to dangle around a little bit, but see, there's actually some plants here. This is actually a saltwater creek. You can have boats there. Oh, I was just saying, I might be able to play it. I have some free time. Really depends on if I can get my PS4 hooked up and everything. So this is South Venice here. There's just a lot of. I'm gonna show you guys something I probably have not shown you. And if I still had Verizon, which I don't, I have Xfinity Mobile. I probably couldn't even run a stream here because we're right by the water. I don't know if prices are going to drop unless a recession comes, to our economy. But the prices are going to slow down significantly, and I think other directors are going to change. Like, people are either going to get more wages. Prices are going to. I mean, prices should probably correct at some point. It's going to take a while. The real estate market it isn't like the crypto market where, like, in 30 minutes, you can lose 10% of your, net worth. That could take 3 years. So unless you want to buy like right now and really want to overpay, which I wouldn't do, I would just like wait it out. The people who have it the best are actually people who own like 4 houses, right? They could sell 3 of their houses, wait for the prices to correct. Unless they had really good mortgage rates, but okay. So yeah, I'm in South Venice. I don't know how good the stream is here, but on my end it's okay. Xfinity is actually really good in this area. This is probably the worst area of South Venice to be in because I'm right along the water. Look at that Bismarck. It looks better every day. I want to call those people and be like, hey, give me that seat. So look at that. That queen there is just sitting in the wild. So is that. That's why that's a class 2 invasive. 19 for the low. I know there's people who around here that would beg for that kind of low. 35 miles to the gallon, so I could drive around for like, you know, half an hour. And so if you guys can see that variegated sable right there, I don't want to creep this person out, but I also don't want to make this interesting. But oh, it's overrun by vines and stuff now. You know, if you wanted to buy a house now, losing you guys. Sorry, we're in a really bad area. If it pauses, it will reconnect. I think part of the problem here is that. So this is a park here. This is the edge of the water. There's a canal there. Oh yeah, here we go. The old smoking before a tennis match. That's the way I like to get into, you know, a good game of tennis. But yeah, so Fort Myers, from what I've seen, I'm a member of Fort Myers Buy Sell Trade. They put up houses for sale in Fort Myers and Cape Coral. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Houses that would have gone for like 170 to 220 are now going for like 450 to 550. I mean, it's just outrageous. It doesn't matter what interest rate you're paying. When you're upside down, you're upside down. And it's impossible to imagine a scenario where the prices, oh, there's an Itaya moth that eats it. I should show that to you guys. There's a bunch of them. Let me see if there's anyone behind me. This is someone that, okay. Well, hopefully no one will come in. But, oh, it's really zoomed in. Alright, so right here we go. So these are right, Zamia floridana. See that caterpillar right there? That's it. That's the Itaya, Itaya, and they skeletonize these things, and then they'll look like, you know, nothing, and then they'll all regrow, and it's part of the whole scenario. There's another one right there, and you can't pick them up because they'll freaking burn shit out of your hands. But you can see there's Zamia seed right there. That's a little bit old now, and there's an old female. But interesting. See if there's any more of these. There shouldn't. I mean, here we go. Here's a bunch of them. Just loving it, just munching away. You can see them basically munching away there. It's not something I'd worry about unless I lived in Florida. It's more of a problem like in Central and South Florida and even in North Florida that I know at least. There's another one right there. I mean, they're everywhere. And they're native. It's not an invasive species of caterpillar. Cold hardy ground cover that's subtropical, fast spring. I mean, if you wanted to, there's the I forget what the species name is, but it has the politically incorrect name of the wandering Jew. This is my friend's place. There's actually a Copernicia alba here that's leaning. It's kind of hard to explain, but there's a lot of history of me as far as like the this area. I almost bought a house on this road 2 separate times. So to see it like kind of morph into more than what it is. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Thomas, I I almost bought that house too. This is all like 10 years ago. But so this is like southwest Venice if you were to look at it on a map. Um, I don't see a lot of Becario Phoenix planted. It's more of it's weird. It's kind of in this purgatory between the collector plant and a landscaping palm. I haven't seen it used by big landscapers, but I have seen it used by certain places where you definitely can't grow a coconut, but you can grow that. I mean, just zone 9, you know, like beaches. Um, my sister almost bought that house right in front of the red Grand Cherokee. So we'll go by the ferry next. Oh, and the police, we can see what's going on. I don't know what's going on because that's an Airbnb. So I don't know if like the owner called the police, which really isn't. I mean, let's see if there's anyone there right now. Like, I want to ask the police like what's going on. Maybe the alarm was set off, but this area has a lot of older houses with cool designs. Like these were mostly built in the 50s and 60s. So the house. No, I don't want to get involved, but like I want to know if like there was a violent crime across the street from my house. Look at this Norfolk Island pine with these huge. I didn't even see this. See these? See these like huge spread out branches? That isn't even a Norfolk Island pine, but it's related. It's a tropical conifer. What is that? I had to get a picture of that. And ask a tropical conifer. How do I take a picture of this? Uh, Save highlight. I don't know what that does, but maybe I should just get a picture separately. So that wasn't in that dude's way. Yeah, this is Venice. This is the part of Venice you haven't seen probably. I mean, I never really went down here until I lived nearby. I don't know if that's a monkey puzzle tree or not. It kind of looks like one. I mean, I've seen them growing in East Sarasota, like Old Mayaca, East Sarasota County. So this is where Lemon Bay starts. Hopefully I get good reception around here. If it cuts out, I will this land's for sale. I wonder what they want for that. But they're cool 3 stories here. I mean, it's right next to the mangroves. I wouldn't be a fan of it. I mean, it's got a good views. That house on the left there, I think it recently sold for like $960. But there's some cool like mid-century modern houses. Once in a while, you can find them. Have to be green to grow one. No, you mean the nut has to be green? No, you actually and it's kind of creepy. It's like very politically motivated, but to a point where it's cringy. I don't know if you guys can see that. If you want to zoom in, you can zoom in. This is the entrance. You can go to the beach right here. I'm gonna turn around and go back towards where there's more. There's some Serenoa that have been trimmed up. You can see the trunks really well. You really will only see that in Central or South Florida. All right, let's get ourselves out of here. I'm just gonna stay with areas of better reception because this is right by the water. I've never taken that ferry because the other beaches. Yeah, Casper. That doesn't even. All right. Hopefully. Is that still on here? Sorry about the nine. I mean, it's just that's gonna happen once every 20 years or so, 20 to 30 years, maybe as short as once every 10 years. The problem is that places like that don't have any mountain range protecting them. There's a lot of thoroughfares that have very few stop signs in this area. Hopefully not everyone left because of the bad feed. So I'm gonna cut over here. Oh, my bad, lady, whatever. Okay, so. Oh, the Arengas you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, you can find them, Zach, if you're still there. Hopefully people are still there. It says there's only one person watching, so. Phoenix Robolini's really just, I mean, in the end, it's a 9B palm with like 9A wrong road too. It is like it will get in the open, it'll get torched at like 28 degrees. It'll come back from lower temperatures, but like it'll probably die outright at 24, 25. So unless you're in like the warmest 9A there is. Oh, I was gonna go buy that Bismarck. You know what? I can still do that. Let's go do that real quick. Ooh, look at that old model. Is that a Model T? No, it's a newer than a Model T. I've seen that thing driving around town. I don't know if that's where the owner lives. Bismarcks can handle that wind surprisingly well. You'd think they wouldn't. See that big Bismarck right there? I would say they handle up to a Category 3 pretty well. It seems like after that, then they start getting really blown apart. So if that helps at all. Okay, so there's this. I was going to try and show you guys. Here we are in South Venice Boulevard again. If you guys have any music requests, I have XM radio. I'm not going to blast it, I mean, so you'll be able to hear me, but this area is very tricky to learn, like the cross streets. I would say it took me 10 years to learn this easily. So they're building new houses here. The houses on the right are actually on saltwater access, so most of them go for around $1 million, a little bit more maybe. Get more people again. Yeah, I mean, Zach, they really can handle just about anything. They're pretty savage. This is Shamrock Drive. This goes all the way to, it dead ends at Center Road, which is out by Jacaranda, but it just creeps all the way. Hopefully I'll have reception here. I have Hair Nation on, which is like 80s power ballads. Funny to, so we're back on the same road, but this is the fastest way to that Bismarck. I wanted to hit it on the way back from that park I showed you guys. Hey, Palm Tree Dude, how's it going? Let's see. I just gotta remember which turn is mine. There's this ragged looking screw pine there, bandanas. That yellow house I looked at buying, I think it was for sale for like $115 when I looked at it. And this terracotta colored thing with the fence here on the left, right there. Well, it's not, it's gray now. That was like $105. So on the, my friend owns this house with a black truck and the white house next to it. I know he paid $185 for that white house in 2006. It went all the way down to 80 grand like a year and a half later. I'm sure it's worth $250 now. It's not that big of a house, but oh, there it is. I just missed it. All right. Let's see if I can back up here. This Bismarck, I've never seen. I mean, it's rare to see a Bismarck laden with this much seed. It kind of shows that it was heavily pollinated. You guys see that Bismarck? Actually, good that I did this. I can park. Oh, I can't. Why does it keep on doing that? Stop. There we go. Okay. How many bugs do palms harbor? What is? I don't know what that means. Doesn't feel like it's in the 70s. Yeah. Does it feel hotter? It's probably already there. I'm trying to see. Hey, Jeremy. How many bugs do palms harbor? Oh, how many like types of insects? Okay. I mean, lots. I mean, it depends. Those are all dropping too. I should probably talk to that guy. So, you know, you have palmetto bugs, which are really just like kind of like flying cockroaches. I don't know. I'm not an etymologist, so. And you have, I mean, there's tons of ants. I mean, there's dozens of types of insects, but yeah, it depends on the palm. I mean, some palms don't really harbor many. Like sometimes palms will only harbor like just ants. It's hard to get rid of ants on a palm. I mean, you really have to try hard. They don't really bother it for the most part. Preventing palm weevils is make sure you make clean cuts when you trim a palm. Just kind of check for any sort of like wounds or like, you know, cuts in the plant, because palm weevils can sense that from like apparently up to a mile away. So I don't really come down this road. It's kind of just these little couple side roads before the end of the road. I'm gonna go back to where I wanted to go, which is another mile south of here. I'd say that the thing that I dislike the most about what palms harbor is like really untidy palms like Washingtonia foliifera and like Copanetia macroglossa. Even though it looks nice, it's actually really nasty underneath. They can harbor rats, and that's where I'm not a big fan. I got two. This happens. I don't know if this happens around where you live, but oh, the guy turned. It looked like he was stopping, but there's always like yard guys that will just take up half of the road, and you have to kind of like play like thread the needle. Yeah, snakes not as much of a thing for palms, but I guess bananas. I don't know if just that's what snakes like, but. Yeah, it tends to be, you know, palms that have a lot of dead canopy. My sister almost bought that house. Yeah, I think I already mentioned that one. Okay, getting senile here. This new construction here, we're talking like those houses are in the 400s. I mean, that's what they're supposedly worth their market value, but the older houses here are going to be in the high 2s to the 3s, depending on the size and the size of the lot, and whether they've been updated or not. So this road ends, and then this one, Heron, begins. This guy, I was riding my bike This guy with the black Toyota here for sale. It's a 2003 Toyota Avalon with 75,000 miles. Asking $7,500 for it, which is ridiculous. It's like it's worth, maybe on a dealer lot, it's worth $5,500. It's apparently in perfect shape, like mechanically and everything. It's worth like $4,000, even in this market, in my opinion. So we're heading south now through South Venice. Hence the name Southland, South Venice Boulevard. Take you guys. These roads can be tricky. I think I have the thing nicely set up now. So the next stop sign we are going to get to is Flamingo. Oh man, that is a ragged looking house. But like night. Did I go too far? I did go too far. How did that happen? Okay. Sorry, everyone. There's what I've always kind of been looking at. I miss Flamingo because there's not a stop sign on that road for Flamingo. Up here, coming up though. 34 degrees in Michigan. Yeah, I heard that some crazy cold front came through. Yeah, I'm really far south here. I hope everyone didn't leave because of the... I've been on for 31 minutes. It doesn't feel like it. Okay. So, this is Flamingo. I can tell because I just redid the road. I don't know how I missed it going down Heron, but I did. I'm gonna head towards. I want to plant some Queens. I mean, you can try that. It hasn't really come in yet. I think the highs are like in the mid 80s and lows around 70. It's gonna be like 59 tonight, 60 degrees, which is kind of chilly even for this time of year. Oh, I just passed the house I wanted to show everyone. Let's make a little U-turn. I have not knocked on these people's doors, but I'm going to. All right, there's a guy behind me, and I'm going too slow. But you can see a lot of small houses here, like on this main road with these small houses. Like those are gonna go for like 230, 240, which is still insane. Those are like 60, 70 grand. Just even 5 years ago. Okay. So at the corner of Pompano and Flamingo. You got the fish and you got the bird. Behind me, but this road needed to be repaved badly. It was terrible. So I had to remember where this house is because I wanted to. These are all these tiny houses here. You can see how there's royals in the back. Everything's real big, but up front. You see a garage open. That's the way in Florida knows someone's home. We got Gaussia Princeps. I'm not gonna like film it. They got a big Chamberonia. I really need to find these people when they're here so I can talk to them. I don't want to just knock on their door, but they clearly know what they're doing as far as like collecting plants, growing them. Like they have their whole house planted out. All right, let's see. The summer rains won't come until mid-May, but we're gonna go further south into the depths of. We're gonna go all the way to Inglewood, in fact. I really hope that the stream does not cut out, because this is like not known to be the best area for reception. So we'll see what. Whatever that sound is driving me nuts.